Hey, it's Emilix again here with you, and here's another little tutorial that I want to show you on how I make my little Bible verses for the kids in my class on Sundays. Now, usually the series that I'll be teaching will have one Bible verse for the entire series, which I like, so it gives them time to memorize the Bible verse also on their own as well as in class. So I'm in Word right now, and this box right here is just a text box. If you don't know how to do something like this, I will do a quick review on how to do it. So you would go to your menu up here where it says Insert. You would click on Text Box, and I always choose this one here. These other ones here are probably like if you're doing maybe a newsletter or something, then these are just side text boxes that you can use to format a layout for like a newsletter or maybe even a flyer if you want to use anything like that. So it'll give you like all of these little options. But for little things like a Bible memory verse, I always choose the first one. This is it. A simple text box. It gives you this information here. You know, you can place it anywhere on this page, simply drag it. Now the only thing here that I know is when you drag it, it doesn't move as freely. See, I'm trying to move it up and it's not letting me go higher. So this little box here that's shown, this is what I'll do. I'll click on this little box and I always choose this box here where it says in front of text. Okay, so here we go. So I've selected this box here in front of text. Now, when I click on it, and you want to make sure that it's a solid line. See, when I click in here, you see how it's kind of like a dash line. You want to make sure it's a solid line because then when you click on it, you're able to just move it about freely. And so this rectangular space is just what this is here. I've just simply stretched it out, you know, and sized it to my liking, and then I'll delete this text because I want to add my own text. So there you have it on how to choose a text box and how to format it. The other thing that I also do, you can click on the box, make sure it's a solid line, and you've got this menu over here. The outline is this here. You can change the weight of it. See, you can make it thicker, you can make it thinner, you can do these here dashed, you see that? So you can choose any of those as well. And then the other thing is you want to check on fill. The automatic fill that they always use is white. So I usually pick no fill, and you see how you can change the fills, you know, to make it a different color of your choosing, whatever you want to do. But because I'm adding graphics and I'm adding a verse, I kind of just keep it simple with the no fill, and it's just this right here. So there you have it on what this first rectangular space is. Now I'm going to delete that. Now what I want to do is the verse for this new series that I'm doing is Joshua 1:9, and so I can easily, you know, find it in my Bible, but to make it quick and easier for me, I love to use Bible Gateway, look up the verse. I love New King James Version in my opinion. With the kids, I love also using New Living Translation because some of the words are broken down a little simpler, so I'll use that version as well to explain it to them. But because we use a New King James Version Bible in the class, I will find the Bible verse here in Bible Gateway, because then for quick and easy, or for me, you know, to cut time as far as typing and whatnot, I can easily just click my mouse, drag my mouse around and highlight the verse, and then I'll do Control-C to copy. That's a shortcut, or you can do with your mouse copy as well. And then I'll go back to my screen and I'll click inside the space, and then I'll do Control-V to paste, or you can do right click and paste, which is this one here. So there you have it. I've got my verse. I'm missing the front quotation, so now there I go. And I'm going to type in Joshua 1:9 and New King James Version. Now you can keep the font if you like, but I've lately been liking a certain font, so I'll go over here. You can click the down arrow, choose any of the fonts that you wish. But this is a font that I've been particularly favoring. I really like Century Gothic. And so there you have it. That's my Bible memory verse, the book, the chapter, and the verse, as well as the version. Now I've got this free white space here, and I want to add a little something to it. So because this is in Joshua 1:9, I'll go into my search and look for free Bible Joshua clip art. That's what I'll type in. And then I've got all of these little graphics, and I'm always trying to be pretty careful that they're free clip arts that I can use. So this one here I saw earlier, and I really like it. Here's a trick. When you're looking for graphics, when they don't have that white space in the background, it's better, because then if you're doing, say for example, you wanted to add a colored fill into your text box like I showed you before, you can add this graphic on there because it doesn't have that white space. You don't have to worry about that. So this graphic, usually it's the PNGs that have this nice, you know, no background whatsoever behind the image, and you can also easily size them, and they are good quality, low pixelation, and when you make them bigger, you make them smaller, I mean, the image all around is just that much clearer. So you right click on the image, you do copy image, you go into your Word, and I like to click out, because if I leave this, you saw what it was before, if I leave that in there, it might mess up with my text box. So I'll click outside, and then I'll do Control V to paste, which is a shortcut, or you can just, you know, use your mouse and do right click and paste. And so you see how my image is popped over here and I had clicked over here? Well, here again, you click on your image, click that little box, and then click on in front of text. Now it's back over to this page. And now I can move this image wherever I want, and that's what you want. So always click that little box, choose in front of text, and now you can freely move around your image or your text box, whatever it is that you have on your workspace in your Word document. So now here's another trick. When I click on my graphics, I learned this back in college, you want to drag from the corners, and you want at the same time hold the Shift key as you're dragging your image. This helps. See, I moved it to the left and it flipped it, so let me move it back to the right. So that's another little trick. Move it to the left a little more and it moves your graphic. If you didn't know to do that, it does that. La 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 la. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You can click on the corner, hold your Shift key, and then drag it down. This helps your image being sized down together. Like, it really helps so that the image does not become pixelated, it does not become blurry, everything is being sized in proportion. So I think I like my little guy around there. I like to use my arrow keys a lot, because sometimes with your mouse it drags and drops up to a certain extent. So I like him there. So I'm going to keep him there. Now, what I also wanted to show you, if you did not know, for those of you that are in ministry like myself, there's this website I'm going to show you, bible.philipmartin.info. This artist, I mean, he has really beautiful Bible clip art. Here's the index gallery. I mean, just look at these images. You know, let's click on women in the Bible and just take a quick peek. The internet's been a little slow, so hopefully it's behaving now. Here we go. And the nice thing is, I mean, he's got his little trademark on there, Martin. So, I mean, of course, these graphics were not personally made by me, but he does allow them to be used freely. So, you know, Naomi and Ruth, I mean, let me just click on that to just give you a quick peek. And so these images, I mean, they're really nice. They're very clean. They're also large, which is nice, because in that way, when you're downsizing them, they're not going to be pixelated or blurry, and that's what you want. I mean, that's what we're looking for. So I just wanted to give you a little insight. Philip Martin over here at bible.philipmartin.info. For those of you in ministry, that's the section you want to go into as far as his website. So back to my search, because my verse is about, or is found in Joshua, then I'll look for, again, you know, I always look for free, you know, either Bible Joshua clip art or free, whatever it might be, free Adam and Eve clip art, you know, things like that. That's how I do my searches. And so I like this little image here. And now it has white space. It's not going to hurt me because this white space is not going to mess up with my image here, because this is already white as it is anyway. In other words, I'm using white paper. If I were using colored paper, then that image with the white background would be a problem. So now I'm going to go ahead and do Control V to paste. Control V to paste. There it is. Or right click and paste, whatever you prefer. Again, click on my box in front of text and go back, and there he is. And so now that he's in here, see the thing about the white space, let me just show you. Should I want to stretch this, holding the shift key, remember, you see, because of the fact that it has a white space, it's going to cover. Now I'll show you a little trick I learned, just because I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to graphics, and I really, really like using images to tell, you know, stories, and to tell, you know, just to make it more fun. You see how it's a bit pixelated? I stretched it too much. Even with using the shift key, I don't like it to look like that. So I'm going to hit Control Z and Control Z again, and I think that's the original size. I'm just going to keep the original size. Control Z is to undo. So let's say, I can't remember if I did this a little earlier, but let's do it again. Say I deleted this, and oh my gosh, I just had that and I deleted it. Oh my goodness, I need to do it all over. No, you don't. Hit Control Z, and there it is again. Okay, so any errors, and when I work with graphics, trust me, there are moments where I work so fast, I will do mistakes, I will make some mistakes, and I will delete something, and I just hit Control Z, hit Control then Z, both together, and it will undo the last thing. I mean, I can hit Control Z 10 times, and everything that I did prior, it'll come back up. So to show you a little trick with Word that you can do, say example, you're stretching out a graphic, okay, holding the shift key, you're stretching out a graphic, and you're saying, man, it's got that white space, but I really like it. What can I do to keep it? You're going to double click on your image, okay? Double click, again, double click, and then you're going to come over here to this button where it says color. Click that arrow. Then you're going to click this button, that selection here, set transparent color, and you're going to have this little, it looks like a little pencil, and what you're going to do is you're going to click inside the image, and bam, no white space. Okay, so you can click on that color, transparent color, click inside your space, and it will delete it. Let's do it again really quickly, and gone. So now I'm going to downsize it. I just wanted to show you so that you had an idea on how to delete and remove. And see, this is the nice thing. You see this? If I move it around, it's not going to cover any of my lines around here. So now I can actually bring this down lower than it was before because I removed the background white space. And there you have it. And now, you know, if you want to add a little something extra, if you're like me, you know, there's too much white space, and you want to add a little something extra, let's say I want to hold, or excuse me, no, that's got white space. Let's see what we can use quickly and easily. Let's say free Bible, let's say fish. Let me see if I get a little fish symbol that I can use. Oh, my internet's slow. Well, if it doesn't pop up quickly, we'll just call it a day. Oh, I think it's coming. Free Bible fish clip art. Okay, it took a little long, so I didn't want to keep you holding on a lot. So here we go. Here we've got some fish clip arts, and I think I might go with simpler. So I like the way this, no, actually I don't like the way it looks. It's fuzzy. let's try this one. This one looks a little bit better. So I can go ahead and, you know what, let me choose one more, because even still that looked a little fuzzy. No? Well, it looks like this is going to make it a little more difficult for me. Well, how about this one? No, it's pixelated. Oh, no, it's not. It cleaned up. Alright, I think I might use this one. So I'll go ahead and right click, click on image, go back into my Word doc, click outside of here, Control V to paste, or right click and paste. Uh-oh, it's taking a while. And there's my image. Now this image has something in here, so I'll use another one, but this is just to teach you. So again, click on that little box. I'm going to choose in front of text. Let me get out of this. I think it was too large. Here we go. And see, this has white space. So again, what we can do is double click to get this menu. There, now I'm going to go ahead and size this down. So I'm going to grab the corner, hold the shift key, size it down to my liking, and add it here. So this is just a little tutorial on what you can do. The next thing that I want to teach is how to group everything. So really quickly, this is what you're going to do. You're going to click on one image, second image, third image. Now you're going to click on your box. Okay, solid line. You've got all 4 selections. Now you're going to right click. Once you right click, this is the menu that's going to come up. You're going to click on group and group again. Now, what does that mean? Well, let's see. I can move everything together. See? I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, wait a minute, I lost, this, or I lost that, or oh, now I have to resize it, and oh, I need to add. No. Group everything together and you can move this freely around. Once you've grouped everything, now I want to make copies of this verse because I'm going to print several of them all from one page. Excuse the background noise, that's my little toddler. So now I just, right click to copy, or if you're like me, Control C to copy, then Control V to paste. Now I've got 2, so now I can click on both, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and look, I just duplicate it, and then I'll do it again. And usually, I think 7 fit on one page. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. So now let's do one more. You want to make sure it's a solid line. Control C. Let me click back in a little more so you can see it better. Control C to copy. I click out, Control V to paste, and you see this? This is what you want to click on so that you can flip. And after you flipped, now you can drag it and put it in here. Now let me just get out. No, another one's not going to fit. So I believe I fit 7 to a page. Okay, and that's what you want to do. Quick, simple Bible verses. If you have a team that can help you cut these out prior to the Sunday in which you're going to distribute them, and then have your class glue them inside a memory journal, just a regular composition book. You can handwrite memory journal on there for them, or you can get a little cute label, or watch the video that I made on that before so that you get an idea on what to do. So this is how I've been doing my Bible verses for the kids. I have them cut out. My husband helps me a lot in that area too. And then I distribute them easily for them so that they have a moment in class as we're doing the lesson to review the Bible memory verse and glue it in. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it's nothing more than a beautiful blessing for you on how to use images, graphics, sizing them down, playing with them, and have fun. I hope and look forward to your comments, and if you want to share your works, by all means, please do. Like and follow my page, and I thank you so much. Have a great day and God bless. Bye-bye.